Hello and welcome back to our adventures in Westeros. We are now ready to press our claim on the Seven Kingdoms. Well, I guess what I should say is we are now going to press our claim on the Seven Kingdoms, ready or not, because, well, we are running out of time. We are reaching the age where if we don't press our claim, we're going to lose our claim, because we have an unpressed claim. In order for this to turn into a pressed claim, we have to at the very least declare war. So that's what we're going to do now. However, we're not completely unprepared. The North are on our side, Braavos is our ally, and the Iron Islands are our ally, which I don't know if that's going to affect anything, but they might join us. We'll see. We're not 100% unprepared, but I would have liked to be slightly more prepared. I would have liked to have had at least one more kingdom on our side, but we're where we are. Now, we're actually going to wait a month before I declare war. And the reason is, if we were to do it now, I think he would give us the Seven Kingdoms without a fight. Because if I look at the faction strength, it currently thinks that we have 1000% of our liege's strength. Which, as you might imagine, might get him to just give up the throne. We're kind of hoping he doesn't do that. Oh, he actually has a loyalist faction, I didn't notice. Ah, so the Westerlands are definitely going to be against us. That's going to be difficult. That's definitely going to be difficult. Anyway, we're going to wait a month, we're going to let everything recalculate, and then we're going to go to war. So, let's go. Oh, right, yeah, we had the people in our prison last time. It's not a big deal. Who's this person? This random courtier? They're the child of Harl Saltlungs and Valessa. Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. Interesting name as well, Sea Drinker. Cool. Isolate capital, enter seclusion, hold court. No, I'm not going to do any of those. Has the strength of our army recalculated? No. Okay. It'll do it at the end of the month, I think. It's actually usually on the 4th, I think it does it. Let's have a look. There you go. So we have 211% of our liege's strength, which I think is a little bit more realistic. Now, the problem is, I don't think that this matters, because I'm fairly certain that if we press this claim, unless he gives up immediately, it's going to throw everything into a mega war. But I'm not entirely sure. So, let us press our demands to install Lady Paramount Tansy on the Seven Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. Let's go. And now, we wait for a response. Your claim on my title is no more real than the stories we tell children at night. No matter how many misguided fools you have gathered to help carry out your scheme, I will not bend to such a collection of dung. I'd rather die than see my birthright fall to someone so low. Signed, King Maegor. You start a war against Maegor II with the claimant war at Casus Belli. Alright. Pause the game. There we go. Now we wait. So yes, I believe it did just start a mega war. So I'm assuming... Wait, who's Lord Filbert? Who the hell is Lord Filbert? I'm going to have to look at who's on my side here. I've lost my food taster. They've obviously sided against me. People have sided for me. Not a ton, but some are on our side. I'm assuming the North joined our side, given that they were in the faction, but I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Uh-huh. Hey, Lord Eric. That was that's the Iron Islands on our side. Lord Robin of the North joined us, although the rest of the North apparently did not. Okay. There's a lot of like smaller people who didn't join our side, but that's okay. Hopefully. There are a lot of them though. That's the Reach. We knew they weren't joining our side. Some of the Reach's vassals did though. That's not too bad. Okay. We're still waiting for the rest of these to go through. Wow. Lord William, I think, is our family member, which would explain why they joined our claim. Okay, there's Lord Humphrey, who I think was our cupbearer. He actually likes us, he just didn't join our side for whatever reason. Okay, so that's everyone. Now I'm going to clear this, and we're just going to have a look. So, we have 144,000 troops. They have 360. Who joined our side? So we have Lord Robin of the North, Hugh of Golden Fields, we have the Eric of the Iron Island. Wait, Hugh Goldenfields joined our side? Wait a second, I have a claim on his title. Alright. Hey, the Vale joined our side. The Vale joined our side without us having to do anything. It says they only have 3,000 troops, though. They must have lost some of their vassals. Okay. And on the other side... Okay, it's a little broken. We'll get there. We have the Westerlands and the Reach. They seem pretty big. Ironwood, Tarth. That's our vassal of Honeylands. Yeah, I'd assume our vassals in the Reach probably mostly joined the other side here. Seeing if we've got anybody else who's a king. I'm assuming Dorne didn't join either side at this point. Huh. Yeah, what's this one? It's Ironwrath. Sorry, this looked familiar. Ah, they're the Foresters. They're the ones from the Telltale game. That's why they looked familiar. Okay. Okay. So, it's effectively, minus all the small ones, is the Reach and the Westerlands versus the North, the Vale, the Iron Islands, and the Riverlands. Dorne is neutral. Okay. Now, we are going to call someone else into our side here. We are going to call the Sea Lord of Bravos onto our side. And they will say yes, because he loves us, because we got him his title. We're also going to call Prince Diggory of Dorne, who doesn't have that much strength, but you know what? We're going to call you into the war anyway. We can use every little bit that we can get. I don't have a hook on you, or I would have got Vance in here, but she's not that strong, so that's fine. We're down a captain, but I think that's only because one of our captains was a vassal of ours. So if I do Shift F, yeah, this shows us the actual state of the war. So these guys are neutral, I think, or we have a truce. These guys are actively attacking us. Everything that's blue is our ally or on our side. Yes, so these guys will change color eventually. Red is the enemy war leader. Okay. Cool. We're definitely going to go slowly in this war. My spy master joined the other side. That is cursed. You can go back in as my spy master, Lord Morris. You love me. Right, and we're going to switch on to this as we're not scheming right now. I could potentially switch some other people. I could switch you on to army maintenance or something. Or men-at-arms damage. I said I want to probably keep the captain effectiveness, right? Because this builds up per month, right? Yeah, so we need 26 months to build up as much. Okay, so we'll keep you where you are. They're unraised. We have some that could reinforce, but that's okay. Let's go down here for a second and we'll work out the war in principle. What do we want to do? Well, obviously taking King's Landing would be huge. If we could take King's Landing, that would basically crush the war. However, the problem about taking King's Landing is that it's going to take a lot of time, and they have a lot of troops. So, how are we going to deal with that? I think we raise our troops I was originally saying we'd raise them in River Run and head south. The problem is we can't really do that because we've got this in the way. So I guess I really want to raise my troops down here somewhere. Probably on this bit, because this is next to the road. So kind of here. Or actually probably up here, because this is as close to our capital as you can get on this side. Go down the road and then try and fight them in Bramsford or something. Or Bramsford. Hopefully they go for the fair market. I think that makes the most sense to me. So, that's what we're going to do. Although I am going to wait a singular day. There we go. That has now fixed my captain issue. The reason I waited the day is because now that singular captain is added in. Might not be a lot, but is a little strength. Now, we do have another question to ask ourselves here. Do we want mercenaries? I think the answer is not yet, because we could get mercenaries at any point in the war. So what we want to do is we want to get mercenaries... Actually, am I on the right side? Let's cancel that. I think I want to be on this side of the river. Because that's the side that's got the road. There we go. Yeah, we can get mercenaries whenever we want. I think that we want to hold off for now. Yeah, hold off. Let's go speed 3. Let's try and see what info we can get. So Bravos has joined us. That's huge. That's an extra 40,000 troops. So if we have a look now, it is 170 versus 360, which is not that bad because our power is mostly centralized in us. That is actually a huge advantage because their power is not centralized in the Iron Throne. Because if we have a look at how many troops he has, I suppose he does have 80,000. But a lot of his power is all over the place, right? It's in all of these little places that joined him. So, if he can't get his armies together, we have an advantage. So what we have to hope is that we can get to his armies before he can merge them. That's our ideal. So continue raising our troops. Where is he raising his army? That's the... Oh, there they are. Okay. So they're raising here. So I reckon that their first place that they're going to go has got to be in here. It's got to be like Briarcrest or the Great Fork or something like that. That's what I reckon is going to happen here. Let's see. Oh, wait. No, that's only 100 and... Wait, no, that's not his army. Where's his army? Where has he raised his army? Because there's the Lannister army. They're raising in Castle Rock. Reach is raised somewhere over here-ish, I'm assuming. There's my ally from down there. Oh, they're so dead. Yeah, there's 7,000 there. Yeah, no, I can't find his army. At least not yet. Okay, in which case, we're going to do a tiny bit of... Actually, it looks like he's leading his army himself. Let me do this. So that says that his army is in Rosby. Okay, well, if his army's in Rosby, that's probably just in Fog of War for us. Yeah, actually, you can see a little fog over there. I think it is in literal Fog of War. So, I think that he did raise it right next to that army, so he will head over here. We'll see. We want to obviously wait till our army is fully raised before we do anything, which is going to be 13 days. Okay, there's an army there. There's some people up north, but they're ken down south. We have the Liddens here who are joining us. It's 5,000 troops. Lots of places under siege, but we're not worried about that. At least not immediately. Okay. There's our army. So, we're leading it. Where are we going? Well, where do we reckon his army is? Let's just zoom over here. We're not going to use him. We're going to use someone else just to confirm it. And I'm not going to use... Yeah, there you go. Captain. I'm going to use someone who's very specifically listed as captain. Let's go. So that says that they are still raising their troops in Rosby. Okay. In which case, I want to send my army down here as soon as possible. Because I want to fight them in that province. It'll be very quick moving down here. Yeah, get to it. Get to that fight. We've joined it. We have won a fight. Wonderful. What's this? Increase the size of many of heavy infantry regiments and increase their toughness. Sure. And in fact, you know what? Immediately, I'm just going to up the size of that. And that one. Cool. Right. The toughness is also immediately applied as well. We can call in our ally Lord Gawain, except I can't call him in because it's not eligible. Internal defensive wars are all I can call him in on. Okay. Ramsford here? Is that our first port of call? I think it is. I think we push directly at them. If we think they're in Rosby, we push here because we want to... Yes, okay, they are there. Perfect. Because we want to fight them when their army is not fully gathered. And that 80,000 is not their full army. So yes, we want to take this siege as soon as possible. Bravos has put their troops over here as well. They're going around us. Okay. They're going here because they're going to Rollingford. Are we okay with that, or do we want to fight it? I want to fight them in Rollingford, I think. Yes, I definitely want to fight them in Rollingford. Yeah, this is huge. So it's hills. We're going to get a defensive bonus in hills. They're going to get a river crossing penalty. It's great. So, we have 34 captains. They have 6 captains with them. All of them fairly good, but they only have 6. We have a ton of men-at-arms, and they have no men-at-arms. Now, this guy does have 4 different commander traits, which is pretty cool. Wherever we have R2, which includes advantage in hills plus 8, which is very, very good for us. So, let's go. They've added more. They've added 18 captains, all of them very, very good. Again, we have 34 captains. They still have no men-at-arms in here. So that's good. And the advantages started to go in our favor. Ours is 63, theirs is 41. We're getting another 22,000 troops joining us. They have another 11,000 joining. They're joining in 1 day. These guys are going to join in 5 days. Yeah, I think they're going to reach here. Yeah, they're going to reach here in 5 days. So this is huge. This is the fight that decides the start of the war. So now they have their men-at-arms in here, which is good for them. However, all of their men-at-arms are dealing 10% damage, while some of ours are actually dealing pretty high percentages of their damage. So that, I think, is huge for us. I think we would win either way. I think we'd win without these 20,000 joining. However, when these 20,000 join, it's going to turn. It's going to be even easier, because now we have 56 captains. All led by us. We're getting a damage increase, which is nice. They have no men-at-arms that are doing anything, and they are losing troops rapidly. Fantastic. Our captain was wounded. Imagine we're going to see a lot of that sort of thing. Our captain was wounded. They are now at 41 people who are routed. This doesn't mean that they're gone. It just means that we've routed them. We need to get them into pursuit phase if we want to permanently get them. But this is very, very, very good right now. Right. They are completely destroyed. Now we wait. Now, actually, our next thing that we want to do after this is we want to immediately turn and fight this Lannister army. So we'll see how this goes. 50,000. This isn't how many have died yet. This is just 50,000. That's how many are left. And they are rapidly being killed. The Lannisters join now. That's actually perfect for us. They won't, but it would be perfect. I think they might be getting drawn in by the fact that there's a allied army that is currently in a battle that they could reach. I think that's why they're here. Okay, so that was 2,300 for us. They lost 59,000 troops out of their 81,000. So 21,000 get to go away and recover. That is obviously huge for us. Like, that's incredible. That was worth 20% war score by itself. Now, we are going to turn, we're going to fight the Lannisters. We have more troops than the Lannisters, so this should go well. Let's fight them. They've actually chosen to fight us. That is a very foolish move on their part. Yeah, so this is great. Vassal factionalization. Lady Tanara has been using her influence to push for the advancement of the Liberty faction. They seek to nullify several laws in the Lord Paramountcy of the Riverlands that they believe interfere with the traditional rights of the nobility. While I do not doubt Tanara's conviction, she is only human. If I can convince her to curb these activities, she will make it easier for me to consolidate the power I have over my vassals. So, I can give her a hook on me. I can give her prestige. Well, she's ambitious, patient, gregarious. Her interests are in the father's interest, that is piety. She is only exercising her rights. I don't know if I want to give her a hook on me. Let's try old-fashioned flattery. I don't think it's going to work, but let's try it. Right. We're now crushing this army. She's only half of the Lannister army. The other half is about to be locked into moving into this, which is terrible for them. Like, it's absolutely awful. Yeah, so now this army gets to join 108 versus 12. Which is, yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, she chose to continue being a vassal. That's okay. Right. We have captured some enemy combatants. And I believe we have now wiped their army. Oh, we're now wiping the Lannisters. Let's see. Cool. So, let's have a look at this. So, first battle in Rollingford, we lost 264. They lost 44,000 troops. That's pretty terrible. The second one, they lost 1 out of their 4 knights. And they lost 6 out of their 14... Or 6 out of their 20, sorry. I was looking at the wrong number. So, let's have a look at how the war is looking now. So, we have 160,000. They have 261,000. So, they've lost effectively 100,000 troops, and we've lost about 20. How's the North doing in their part of the war? Where's the Northern Army? Yeah, where is your army, mate? It's here. Okay, that's not ideal. Wait, did the Freys join against me? The Freys are neutral. Can I convince them to join me somehow? Wonder if that's a mechanic. Oh no, it still has them as my vassal. Never mind. That's fine. They stayed with me. That's cool. Can I find somebody who's neutral and see if I can get them to join my thing, like Orchard Way? Is there any option in here? No. Okay. I thought it was just worth a little look. See what happens. Right. Anything else I need to do in here? No. Okay. So, now we've destroyed the main bulk of their army. Now we need war score. We're going to get war score by taking the capital. That's how we're going to get our war score. So we're going to stay at speed 4. We're not going to go past that. Are they on our capital yet? No. Okay. So we're going to go here. We're just going to siege it down. It's going to be nice and quick. Easy siege. Now, I think I'm going to go straight for the Red Keep. If I can. Yeah, straight for the Red Keep. 6-month siege. We need to do it. It needs to happen because if we can capture if we can capture their leader, then we win. So that's what we want to do. They have a lot of troops that are going to come our way here. Hopefully they don't break our siege. Your vassal Lord Stefarion was just seen leaving the chambers of your vassal Mistress Bethany. Okay, not really a problem I need to worry about. So are those his 40,000 troops? No, so he's got 24,000 of those. 6-month siege here, 5-month siege here. They're still thinking about moving. What would we do if they move? We would leave troops to siege and we would come and fight. That's what we would do. That's what we're going to have to do. Okay. Do I want to take one of these sieges? Maybe. Okay. I'm going to station besiegers, which is 10,000 men needed. I'm going to move my army down there to take that siege. Okay, 11 days. I would like to take the whole siege, where possible. Oh, they're merging with the Reach. Okay, that's fine. That's acceptable. We're not hating that. It's absolutely fine. Which one is our army on right now? I think it's on the siege that just finished. Head back over here. Right. Oh, the other siege broke. Okay, that's fine. How long is this one? 4 months. We have to take this siege, so we're going to continue with it. They've got 80,000 troops together. We're still not through the walls, unfortunately. Okay. Let's keep going. 3 months left. They're sitting there. They're waiting. What are they waiting on? Waiting on this army merging. Okay. That's fine. Hugo's joined us. That's not a problem. Okay. I don't suppose I can do anything with prisoners. I don't have any prisoners who are worth doing anything with. Alright, unless it's this one. I can't say stay out of the war. No. Okay. Right, that's fine. 3 months left. 2 months left. They're still merging. We're still happy to let them merge. 50 days left. New stewardship perk. New stewardship perk will be Detailed ledgers. It's not that important. They're about to finish that siege, which is nice. Okay, still can't call you in. I need to repair that. I'll pay the 38 to repair it. Okay. Let's go. 49 days left. They have 105,000 troops. Are they going to boat bomb me? Probably not. But they might. That's a valid thing that they might do right now. They might land all of their troops on my head. Am I okay with that? Yes, because they'll have recently disembarked penalties. No, they're going to Bramsford. Okay, that's cool. In fact, they're going down the... Wait, are they going down the major river? They're going down the major river. They still can't reach River Run. So that's all that matters. Yeah. We're still taking their capital. We're at 49% due to our battles, and actually we have a lot of this as well. Like, we get a lot of war score from sieging parts of King's Landing, which is very good for us. So, let's keep going. 28 days. I think what we want to do after this is we want to head to the Great Fork, and we want to raise a bunch of mercenaries in Great Fork. We'll see. The Reach is just sitting here, menacingly. They are going to boat bomb. As in, they're going to land troops directly on King's Landing. They are very stupid. 22 days. How long is it going to take them to land their troops? It's going to take them 9 days. Okay, I have to finish the siege. The siege has been going too long to realistically break it at this point. 14 days left. 13 days left. We have way more troops than they do. Our culture just got ancestral claims. What's ancestral claims? Is it useful? On the previous level, I'm assuming? Impress multiple de jure casus belli. Okay. Cool. Whatever. Not useful. 9 days left. We have more troops here. We're destroying the Reach because they landed from boats, so they took a huge penalty. We're going to get a ton of war score from that. Yeah, we got 5%. Oh, from that. Yeah, that is the war. That is that battle done. We got 5% from that battle. We have now finished taking the capital, which is great. These guys are fighting there. We would love to fight these guys. What haven't we sieged here? Occupied, 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 occupied. So we have 100% occupation of King's Landing. Yes, which gets us 10% extra. Nice. They're fighting there. That's not a problem. I'm going to head to Great Fork. Let's go. Am I capped on battle war score, by the way? No, but I will be in 8% probably. Actually, go defeat that army here. There we go. My vassal, Master Malden, is scheming against my captain, Quincy. I'll let everybody know. Okay. Am I capped on battle war score? No. I want to fight that army over there. Let's move our troops to the Great Fork. Right. Now is the perfect time for us to raise some mercenaries. Because now we're looking to fight with more urgency. So let's start raising them. Let's go for... Well, basically just hire all of these guys. We'll go quite far down. Let's go for another 800 here. That'll do. Right. It's not a huge number of extra troops, but it is a bunch of extra troops, and they are all men-at-arms, which is what's most important. These guys get on boats. That's fantastic for us. That means that we can chase them down. They're not getting on boats. Perfect. Even better. We're crushing them. They're running. They have no chance. We're going. Yeah. They panicked. They ran in all sorts of directions. We're starting to win. Fallen Sun? Amidst the chaos that engulfs... Oh, it's Davos Smith who's dead. Who I think was training to be a Kingsguard. Oh no. I was thinking I could have made him a Kingsguard at the end of the war. He was slain by Theomore Umpney. Wait a second. Oh, it's not the same Umpneys that we saw earlier. Anyway, that's fine. Amidst the chaos that engulfs the hills of Tumbler's Falls, I attempt to catch my bearings. Across the field I spot Davos, desperately fighting. Wendover armoured footmen are slowly surrounding him, his exhaustion only too clear. The glint of a sword suddenly catches my eye, and I watch as Theomore, captain of King Maegor, delivers the vicious death blow. I could not have saved him, but no parent should outlive their child. Do we hold Thea more personally accountable? Yeah, we're vengeful. Definitely. He killed our Prince of Fashion, who only wanted to be a Kingsguard. Anyway. Oh, I guess I should, like, while I'm here. Unmark. Where are we? Somebody we're actually getting revenge against. Opposed to somebody who's just mad at us. There we go. And now, we have won this battle. It's not quite as clean as the previous battle, but it was won. We're now capped on battle war score, but we're about to take back one of these 3.7s immediately. Cool. So now we need another 5% war score. Now the question is, where do we go? Hey, Dorn sent some troops. Not Dorn, but like our ally in Dorn sent some troops. Okay. I think I'm going to head here, but let me just have a look. Is there anywhere that's easier to siege? Yes, this one. I'm going to head to Pure Spring. Why? Because it's only one and it gets me the whole holding. So that's the one I want. Let's go. So, that gets us to 96%. They have arrived in River Run, but we have already won the war. So, Lord Robin Stark gets a weak hook on us. That's fair enough. We get the 7 Kingdoms of the Iron Throne, the Lord Paramountcy of the Crownlands, the High Lordship of King's Landing, the Lordship of King's Landing, a ton of legitimacy. Everybody becomes my vassal, including King Maegor II. Or I don't know what land he holds directly anymore, but all of these people will become my vassal. Alright. Let's do it. I'm going to slow things right down. Let's go. Might go to speed 2 just so it's slightly quicker. And the war is over. This is why I thought we'd just slow things down, as a lot is happening right now. An awful lot is happening right now. Yeah, that's a lot of core artifacts. This is the Grand Maester, Arthur the Black Huntsman. We're just going to move these things to the side for now. He's a Tarley. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's Randall Randall Tarley's grandson. Okay. Right, let's start with this. We're happy that he's the Grand Maester. Not an issue. Let's move these out of the way next. To my liege, blessings upon you and your house. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Signed, Prince Maegor, the Anointed of Dragonstone. Ah, so he still holds the Lordship of Stonestruck directly. Okay, so be it. Are we paused or not? We're not paused, right? Now we're paused. Let's do... Also, I'm going to clear all of those for now. Let's move this out of the way. To be king or not to be king? As I have now ascended the Iron Throne, I must decide who will rule the Lord Paramountcy of the Riverlands in my stead. A family member, someone from my dynasty will fit. I shall give it to one of my vassals, or I'll keep it. Are we going to keep the Riverlands, or are we going to give the Riverlands to somebody else? And if we were, we would give them to our son. Although he is more in line, I would think, for the Reach at this point. The Riverlands. Do we have somebody who's suitable? No, you're not suitable anymore because your husband holds the Torrentine. You do not have a husband. I could give it to Eleanor Smith, whose child, Lord Brynden Frey, holds the Crossing. I might give it to Brynden Frey. Yeah, he's my grandson. I shall give it to one of my vassals. Okay, I want to give it to Brynden Frey. There we go. You are the natural choice. He will gain all of these titles in the Riverlands. He gets the Lordship of Highgarden? No. I'll keep it and give it out myself. I'm not giving him Highgarden as well. The war's aftermath. At long last we have achieved victory in the face of those who sought to rebel against me and disrupt my righteous rule. Now that the traitors are within my grasp, the time has come to choose what fate shall befall them, whether to show them mercy or to punish them for their transgressions. Bring them before me. Lord Donald of House Swan. Okay. Lord Donald kneels before me, ready to receive my judgment for his treachery. There are many options before me as to what punishment he should receive, some mild, some severe. Which to choose will depend on just how severe his treachery against the throne was. I can let Lord Paramount Miles decide his punishment. Let Lord Paramount Miles decide about his vassal's punishment. He can wait in my dungeons or my will be done. Do I care about anyone in the Reach? Let's close this for a second. Assuming I'm allowed to. I guess so. Do I care... Not the Reach. Do I care about anyone in the Stormlands? Rivals. Rivals are you, and Darkdell. No, I don't care about anyone in the Stormlands, in which case I can let him choose. You will decide your own vassal's punishment. Lord Conrad kneels before me, ready to receive my judgment for his treachery. To Lord Conrad of Grimholm. Grimholm is part of the Reach. I do not... not the Reach. The Vale. I will let you decide your vassal's punishment. Lord Miles. Lord Miles is part of House Bar Emin, which would put you as part of Dragonstone. Lord Miles Bar Emin. Let me just have a look at what land you actually hold, Lord Miles. Ah, he holds this little bit of land at the top, which is technically part of Dragonstone. I think Lord Aegon... Well, I think you can wait in my dungeons a bit longer. Lord Dennis. Now you are of the Ironborn, so Lord Eric will decide your fates. Lord Gage is part of House Cassell, which is part of the North. Okay. Yeah. So I will let Lord Robin decide the North's fate. Lord Malson is part of Dorne. Alright. I will let Prince Morabald decide the Dornish fate. Lady Eldine of Ridgeview is part of the Reach, which I currently hold. So, well, actually, it's not part of the Reach. You are part of my lands. In which case, what's Misk? What does Misk mean? What's Misk? Oh, I can select a hostage, I see, or take an artifact. I'm either taking your title, I'm executing you, or banishing you. Your parent was Tomard Vernal. I'm just noticing that that's from the High Lordship of Old Town, which is my High Lordship. Okay, so he's not related to me in any way, it's just saying it's my High Lordship. Your heir would be Sir Bruce Vernal. Okay. Your brother. I think you are going to be executed, because you were my vassal and you betrayed me. I will execute just the traitor in this case. Yeah. My will be done. Yeah. Okay. I guess it's not doing anything yet. Lord Humphrey. Lord Humphrey from House Good. You were definitely my vassal. You were actually in a position in here. When you die, your son will take over. Are we okay with that? I think so. Yeah, you're going to be executed. I'm hoping that this works. Lady Elora. Lady Elora of Greenridge. So you're my vassal's vassal? Lord Adam, as you are not being under trial, you will decide her punishment. Lord Hugo. Now you were directly my vassal, so you were Lord of Pink Maiden. Which is where? Okay, yeah. You're getting executed. Your son has taken over your lands. Execution. Execute traitor. My will be done. Lord Rodmond Lannister. Ho 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 ho. The Lannister. Well, we could kill him and have Lord Adam take over. We could take an artifact from the Lannisters if we wanted one. Does this open? I'm kind of just interested in what this does. Oh, it opens up a list. Okay, Lord Tywin's dagger. Okay. Curious what they have, actually. Nothing actually good. No. I could take their titles. I could take the title of the Westlands. Take main titles. So main titles are all top level titles from a traitor. Yes, I will take the Westlands from you. My will be done. So that doesn't appear to have done anything yet, but maybe it does them all at the end. Lord Paramount Morbald. Well, here's the thing. You're my nemesis. So actually, I'm executing your house, potentially. I don't know. I'm tempted for house. I might go for family. Here. I just go family. Yeah. I will be done. Lord Orstos. Bracken. You were directly my vassal. In which case, execution for yourself. Lord Rormond. You were my vassal's vassal. Lord Brynden will decide your fate. Lord Robert Rodden is my son's vassal. My son will decide your fate. Lord Elfram. Again, not my vassal. Lord Lady Jenna. You're my vassal, but you are young enough that I might might let you just get away with it. Mostly, maybe I banish you and have your well, let's just put your mother in charge. You can wait my dungeons a little longer. Lady Dancy Corgle, I'll let Lord Joffrey decide your punishment. Lord Luther Frey, I will let yes, I will let the Frey decide your punishment. Lord Mark, again, I'll let someone else decide. Lady Alinda. If it says someone else can decide, I'm going to pick someone else for most of these, unless I see somebody important. Prince Maegor Targaryen. Now that is interesting. I could take an artifact from you. I could take another Valyrian steel sword. The Crown of the First Son. Crown of the Dragon of Dragon's Bane. What are the requirements? Doesn't say. Crown of the Unworthy. Rhaegar's armor. I think you might just get banished. Although if I banish you, I wonder if I get the crowns. I assume I do. I'm going to expel him and his family. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna. Oh, you can do multiple of these. Oh. For some of these anyway. I'm gonna. Yes, I'm gonna banish your family and I'm gonna send him to the wall. I will be done. Oh, there you go. He's immediately on the wall. Prince Maegor Targaryen. Lord Norman. Someone else will decide your fate. Someone else will decide your fate. Defiance. After you're past your sentence, news arrives that some former rebels have defied your judgment and have once again risen up in rebellion. I'm tired of this. Let them go, loyalist. I can become a lenient liege. I am their queen. Yes, exactly. Okay. Who has risen up? Okay, I think I currently hold the wait, no, should I not hold the Westlands? How do you still hold the Westlands? Unless you just rose up in rebellion. You did. Okay. That would explain why some of them didn't go through immediately. Alright, let's clear some of these out for now. We got a few problems here. Just a few. Is there a disease in King's Landing? No. Consecrate bloodline. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's not really related to anything else, but I guess I'll consecrate my bloodline. Thanks to my pure devotion and relentless work, I've inexorably bound the holiest of offices of the drowned god Fae to the Smith dynasty. An increasing number of people in the clergy and amongst the faithful have come to think my family as the chosen caretakers of the holy relics and the harbingers of divine will. Okay, cool. So we got the Paragon trait. Nice. Which actually makes zealots like us, whether we, whether we are a zealot or like whether they're our religion or not. Reclaim King's Landing? I already have King's. Oh, you can make it your capital, I see. That's fine. Let's not worry about that for the set right now. Wait, is it already my capital? No, I cannot make the realm capital this because I cannot change the realm capital while at war. Okay. But I can via decision, presumably. Yes. Yes, I can. Wonderful. So I've done that now. Let's clear these out. I still have 70,000 troops raised, which is a pretty huge advantage. Where is this guy's land? It's down there. Okay. So getting there is going to be interesting. That's okay. Let's ignore the raiders for now. Grant vassals to rightful liege. We'll worry about that later. I'm gonna call Bravos back in. Right. Do I have... I think I just inherited some accolades as well. No, I have an extra accolade slot, which means I can put in courtliest of the retinue if I want to. Okay. Don't need to do that. Right. I think this is mostly okay. Now I just need to figure out where I'm going next. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to do that and now start sieging this land immediately. It'll take me 3 days to siege it. Let's go speed 3. Or speed 4, I guess. Let's go speed 4. To crown or not to crown? I became the cultural head of the Crownlander culture as well. War has broken out within the realm and I have yet to be crowned. Given the circumstances, the realm may yet forgive me if I forgo a formal coronation ceremony. Then again, the lords of the realm may hold it against me in the years to come. I can rush my coronation, or it must be done properly or not at all. Okay, it's now up to me to lead the vast 7 kingdoms Maegor, the son of Prince Ares, left behind. I stand before my vassals, adjust my new crown, and narrow my eyes in consideration of the things I will accomplish. This is the base game thing. So that's why it's like that. There's a disillusion faction. That's horrible. Do I need to make up my Iron Throne? My room? Assuming I do at some point. Yes, I need to put artifacts out. Although I think some of my artifacts are already here. Yes, the old ones are still there. Okay, that's fine. I can put a skull on the wall. Alright, sure. I guess I can. Let's not worry about that for now. We'll worry about that later. War. Must be done properly or not at all. If you spam me one more time, I'm probably just going to do it. Let's wait for this army. A new Queen's Guard. Now that I've defeated Maegor, I must decide whether or not to keep his appointments to the Queen's Guard, or if I should appoint my own. Elevating my own appointees to the Queen's Guard will undoubtedly ensure my safety, but perhaps an argument can be made to keep some of the current members. Okay. So who have I got here? I have a lot of people. So Gunther Strand, Donis Flint, Kyle Crook, Bertrand Florent, who is a honey wine vineman, Evan Flood, Donna Reeves, and Lord Commander Theo. But he's a barrowman. Are they not from that bit that keeps killing us? I think they might be. I am tempted to remove them all. Definitely removing the Florent. Where's the where are the Krakenmen from? Yeah, no, you're getting removed. Honest Flint, you're just a Northman. I think you survive, Mr. Flint. Kyle Crook, you're just a Northman. Evan Flood, you're Cranach man. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, 100% no. Krakenman. Well, we already said no. And Lord Theo, you're a barrowman. The barrowmans are from here, apparently. That doesn't seem correct. Well, how would I find out? Are there any other... If I do... Cultural... That's not cultural map mode. Cultural map mode? That's not the cultural map mode. Okay, what's the cultural map mode? Move this out of the way. Where are we? It's in here somewhere. Is it down here? There you go, it's T. Of course it's T. Yeah, so that's not where you come from. Barrowmans are here. It's a little too close. I'm getting rid of you. Right, so we're keeping Donis Flint, Kyle Crook. My will shall be done. I've also acquired the White Book, which is something for the leader of the King's Guard to have. Right. The Brotherhood Bereft. Is it going to be Kyle or Is it going to be Kyle or Donis who is going to be in charge of the King's Guard? Well, Kyle or Donis? Donis appears to be better. I'd put Donis as the natural successor. Donis Flint. To the victor belongs the spoils. It's no secret that Sea Lord Alorano played a large role in my recent victory. Unsurprisingly, it seems that he intends to use that to his advantage. He is now requesting I grant him a royal boon. Sea Lord Alorano has asked for a handsome amount of gold for my new treasuries. You can have it. That's fine. And he has now joined my next war. Okay. Attacking there and joining that battle. Nice. Yeah, so I want to continue going south here, I think. Right. Wallywood. Or, sorry, Wallwood. Where am I going? What am I hostile to? Okay. I think I want to head down here to this land. Because I'm kind of aiming to take the land of the person who's directly in charge of the war. There we go. Big siege. Next one. Another siege. They're currently just walking down here as if there's no attrition. Is there no attrition? I suspect that might be that might be correct, yes. I'd love to fight that army. They've got a way to do it. Paramount Claimant. Lord Balian Vance is shown into my great halls and wastes no time before walking up to my throne and bowing deeply. Thank you for seeing me, my liege. I come to you today with an urgent request. With respect, your grace, Lord Paramount Sea of the Riverlands is rightfully mine. No. No. I'm gonna say I claim it. Then, well, I kind of just want to give it to the phrase, but I want to give it to the phrase once we're together as one solid nation. Right, attack. Go get him. Chase him down. We're gonna take the attrition to defeat the Lannister army. Right, there we go. Lannister army down. Wonderful. Now, it looked like I was taking no attrition going down this way. Can I get there without taking attrition? No, I will take a little bit of attrition. Is that a worthwhile thing? Yes, go for it. Drunken Brawl. The tavern in Riverrun is usually the perfect place to forget about the troubles of the world, but tonight is an exception. As ill luck would have it, I'm sitting just one table over from Vyman and my rival Lambert, and he has been drinking, and he has been a nuisance since we arrived. All it took was one more accidental spill of his wine on my arm, and suddenly Vyman was on his feet. Lambert rises in turn, and the two are in the process of rather drunkenly squaring up by the time I managed to haul myself to my feet as well. They stand aside. Lambert is mine. Oh, I'm gonna destroy him, yes. You're in a duel. Okay. Let's start with a medium low. My form is good, his is a disaster. Strike, parry, riposte. Mine is decent, his is failing. Do another medium low. I've won the fight and I am victorious. He is wounded. I have gained foot experience in the Haslider trait. And that seems pretty good to me. Right. Straight south. This isn't great, but that's okay. I know. Wait, I no longer need you to do that. Yeah. No, just do this or something. That's fine. Head down this way. I'd love for you to catch that army. You could? Yep. You're gonna catch them. Wonderful. You've now caught them. And we've defeated their army. I'm now gonna head down this way directly to their capital. I'm gonna take the attrition. That's okay. Defeat their army again. 30-day siege, becoming much quicker. Am I leading directly? I am. Okay, it's just a slow siege on this one apparently. Master of Whisperers discovers secret. You learned the mole's lover secret. Wait, oh, my Master of Whisperers is him. Okay, this is Mole. This random person. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I'll get right on doing something about that. Right, I have enough war score now, as I've got 10% from capturing his heir. Will now enforce my demands. Right. Scheme at court, let the traitor be known to all. So be it. And the realm, I think, has just popped back into where it should be. Oh, also I believe that my previous things have just happened. Paramount Claimant. I'm just gonna say it's mine for now. Well, wait. I think I got quite a lot of things there. Okay. So, we now have an awful lot of things to give out. Apparently, you still have your title somehow. I'm fairly certain now I was having you executed, but... Oh! I see. I did notice earlier that you could click on execute him and execute his family. No, it turns out I just executed every member of his family. I didn't actually execute him. Oops. That's my bad. My mistake. Yeah. Yeah, that's my oopsie. Yeah. Why can I not revoke your title? Because I have a truce with them. Oh, okay, cool. For how long? Truce with him for 13 months. Oh. Alright. That's not ideal. But okay. Right, no, I'm not joining a grand tournament. I'm getting crowned, if I can. Can I get crowned? Where's the, put a crown on thing? It's not here right now? Alright, we'll wait a month. We'll see. Kind of hoping it pops up at some point. I'm invited to a wedding. Not right now. Prisoner has died in my dungeon. Just gonna rule for a month with nothing bad happening. There is a faction against us. That's okay. Don't want to become friends of Lady Florence? Sure, I'll become friends with Lady Florence. Right. Now we are at the end of the month. Splash, the cat doctor. I shiver slightly and draw the covers closer around me. This wretched malady has seen me feeling miserable for days now, and it's showing no signs of abating anytime soon. As I fiddle with the covers, a happy meow announces the arrival of my cat, Splash. He looks at me with a vague air of concern, performing an elaborate lap on my sick bed. Finally, with a small, self-satisfied merp, he sits down to knead at the blankets, eventually curling up at the crook of my elbow. Okay. Well, we'll take the tiny health boost for 5 years. And we're going to do a lot of the organizing next time. However, just because I said it previously, my grandson, the Frey. Also, he looks so much older than he is. He's only 29. I am going to give him the Lord Paramountcy of the Riverlands, plus its lore titles. Wonderful. Which is also going to include Trident's Mouth and Wayfarer's no, you see, because you have multiple titles elsewhere. You probably desire them, though. And Fair Market as well. And Stars Man. Yeah, you can have all of these. I'm going to give you Fair Market, which holds land that it shouldn't do. Wayfarer's Rest. And Trident's Mouth. Do you desire anything else? Lordship of Stars Man. Ah, this one. Oh, which will also mean that you in turn have Torrentine. I guess for now you can have that, yeah. Okay. So he's got a little bit of a larger, you know, amount of power than we would naturally like, but that's okay. So, that's the Riverlands. We have a person in charge. And that's us in charge of the Iron Throne. I kind of like that. It was an actual war that we had to think about a little bit and plan out and utilize different things that we had built up over time. I think that's good. Now, what is the plan for us? Well, I have three things I want to do before we end the series. The first is I want to sort out the realm, right? I want to make sure the realm is the way it should be. Make sure we've given away titles to people, have people in charge of things, that sort of stuff, right? I think that seems like a good step. I also want to take back the wall, because I feel like we should do that. Like, we should go up there and we should take back the wall. So, those are two things. And then the third one is I want to have this character die, right? If we manage to achieve everything before this character dies, we'll play until the character dies and then Gwaine takes over. Or until Gwaine's heir takes over. However it's going to play out. Are you a Vance? Oh yeah, you are Vance. I could have given stuff to House Vance, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I was just curious. I was like, oh yeah, we could have done that. No, it was, yeah, your father was Lord Ardross. Oh, okay, anyway. We could have given stuff to Vance. We're not going to, but we could have given the Riverlands to them if we wanted to. But yeah, we're going to take the wall. We're going to give away all of the titles, we're going to sort out all the prisoners, we're going to make sure that everything is nice and as it should be. We'll maybe make sure that we get rid of the factions, and then we'll let the character die. And that's the plan. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.